What's going on, guys? Fatalized from Team PGYK, and I'm along here with Felonies.
What's going on, guys?
Today or tonight, you could say, we're just doing a comm to basically give everyone an introduction on the team and let everyone know really what we're planning to do for Orlando and Providence, the next two events, and just give everyone an insight on Team PGYK. The first thing really is everyone wants to know what our team name means. Our team name means Pretty Good Young Kids. And we came to that name because we couldn't think of a good team name, one. And the second one, we thought, hey, why not name ourselves Pretty Good Young Kids? We have myself, Felonies, Crump, and Plasma. I'm 16, Felonies is 14, Felonies is 15, Plasma's 14, and Crump is 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so obviously right there we're all young and we're pretty good players, so we just put the name together. And the team consists of all four of us, like I just said, and myself, I was from Icons Blue for Raleigh, and then I was with Defying History for Columbus and Anaheim. And Jay, if you want to give everyone a little insight on who you're with.
Right, for the second event, the first one really didn't mean too much, but the second one, I was with Nade Shot. It was me, Nade Shot, an option on, like the second Optic team. Third event, Young Guns. Fourth event, Young Guns. And then if you guys didn't know, I actually tried to put something back together with Nade Shot, sort of bring back the second Optic team again. But that didn't work, he's not really putting too much time towards the game. He just won 100 grand. Congrats to him on that, but he doesn't have the drive to play anymore, so I just thought, it's key to practice to keep consistent placings and place well. So if he's not practicing, then obviously we're not going to be confident enough playing into this next event.
Yeah, and myself and Felonies, we teamed in the past, and right after Raleigh, we both weren't that happy with our placings there because we both knew we could do much better than what we got. So right away, we knew we had a team form when we got home, and we thought of Plasma and Crump right away. And a little background on Plasma and Crump. Plasma only went to one event, so that's a really big reason why we're seated at 14th for Orlando as well, because he doesn't have that many pro points behind him. He went to Anaheim, and he placed, I believe it was 12th with VWS. And then Crump, he was always on Obey, and for, what was it, Raleigh, he was on VWS. So Crump has a lot of good placings, a lot of top 8 placings, and he's a very experienced player. And Plasma, we're sure he's going to do fine because he's an outstanding player as well. But another thing we want to talk about is our pool. Jay, if you want to let people know who's in our pool.
Yeah. I think we're in Pool B. There's 4 pools, and they're all like pro pools. There's 4 teams per pool, plus the 5th team that's added on are the top 4 teams coming out of like the open bracket. And our pool consists of us, Force, Fear, and Abnormal. Now Fear, champions from last event. Force, I believe they placed 5th at the last event, so, there's 2 pretty tough teams that we have to, play against and hopefully, win. But I feel like we got not an easy pool, but it's not tough compared to the pools that I've received in the past. So I'm hoping for at least a 1st or 2nd finish in this pool.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really a key thing to when you play at events, you want to place top 2 in your pool, because the way it goes, if you win your pool, you're guaranteed top 6, and you're still in winner's bracket. If you come 2nd in your pool, you're guaranteed top 12, and then you have to play one more match to place top 8. And then from there on out, you cannot lose a match after you finish 2nd in your pool, because if you lose, then you're eliminated, and you have to play consolation matches. If you win your pool, you could lose a match and keep on playing to place higher than 6th place. And if you finish 3rd, what is that? You top 16 guaranteed, and 4th you have to fight to get pro status, correct?
Right. 4th is it's a long run. I remember I think we came out 4th in our pool at last event, and it's a lot of playing to do. I mean, some teams could start off the first 2 days having played like really bad, and then really turn it on the last day, but it's tough to do if you don't place in the top two, to pretty much say the least. But I'm not saying it hasn't been, accomplished yet. As you guys know, Optic did it in, I think, Columbus, where we came in first in our pool and they came in third. So it's something that you can do, but it's really hard, as I said.
Right, and one thing I just wanted to shoot in real quick, which I have no idea why it never came to my mind at the beginning, but also PGYK just picked up Bezo as our coach. You guys may have known him from Obey. He was with them all the way up till right now. He saw this team form, he saw what we were doing, and then we both talked, and he immediately came right on board with us. So Bezo's our coach. But another thing we wanted to talk about was practicing. Pro teams, how do they practice? How do you get to the top? How do you do it? Basically, you want to have a good schedule with everyone. Like myself, Felonies, Crump, and Plaza, we always text one another during the day, making sure we're going to be on at the same time. And when we get on, we want to make sure we're being valuable with that time. Usually we get on around 6, and what we do, we play for straight like 3 to 4 hours, from 6 to 10 or 6 to 9. And a lot of people say that they could be on from 3 to 12 and play, but you got to make sure you're using that time like valuably. Like, you don't want to be messing around. You want to make sure you have scrims set up. You want to make sure everyone's being serious and focusing on the scrims, because every day matters, and you just want to play constantly and constantly, like Fellow said before, because you just want to place well at events.
Right. If people are practicing, from 3 to 12, it's not always good, because even we practice from like, 5:30, 6-ish to, let's say, like 9:30, and it's a long time, because from that time, we could probably play like 5 teams in like every CTF map possible. So it's a lot of practice, and if we consistently practice like that, not every day, of course, we do.
Yeah, like today we got worn out.
But on our off time, we're still doing, productive stuff like YouTube, and like, it's just one big team thing, and everything we do is pretty much productive on the time that we're all online.
Right. And just so everyone knows, there's 2 events left in the circuit. There's MLG Orlando, which is October 14th to 16th, and actually October 14th, the Friday night we play, is my birthday, so hopefully we get some good luck out of that. And then Providence is, what is that? I know it's somewhere like November 18th or something, but Providence is the big one. That's national. That's when first place is $50,000, top 8, all good money. You want to go in the nationals and shoot for top 4, and that's why there were so many roster changes before Orlando, because once Orlando hit, or a few weeks before Orlando, there was roster lock, and you were locked on the team with 3 other players all the way till the end of nationals. So everyone wanted to have the best rosters, and honestly, there's so much competition now, and it's making Call of Duty look awesome.
Yeah, I mean, he said, it's a lot of money we're playing for in the last 2 events, and traveling to each event costs a lot of money too. But thankfully, sometimes, we get sponsors, we get stipends for $300 and all that stuff, so it all helps. But regardless, we want to stay practiced, as we said. Choose the right roster is key for the last 2 events, and I'm 100% confident that we have the right roster to place in the top 4 of the last 2 events.
Yeah. So the last thing we want to talk about is our YouTube. In what, less than a week we had it, right?
Yeah, it's been about a week and a half now.
Yeah, and we're already over like 200 subscribers, so thank you everyone who's been subscribing. Our views on our videos are like up in the 600s almost, and we only have like 4 videos up, which what we're trying to do is every day we're going to shoot a video out, because we have some really big things coming with our YouTube, thanks to the people we know out there. And what we want to do, we want to know what you guys want to see. What you guys want to see, you guys want to hear. If you guys want more listens-ins, which we know is hot. You want more point of views. You want any new episodes. You guys want anything to help you guys get better. What we play with, anything. Because I love reaching out to, like, I guess you could say not the pro community, or like pros, I guess. Because amateurs out there, we were all one at one time. Me and Felonies all grew our way up there. I mean, I got pro status in Black Ops through playing through Open Bracket in Columbus. Like, I know how it feels. So anyone out there, please feel free to hit up me or Felonies for any help.
Right. Um, it's a big way to like build your fan bases through YouTube and like Twitter. So please subscribe. Through Twitter, we might host some customs. I believe in every video we'll have all of our Twitters will be below. If you follow us on Twitter, you can probably team scrim us, play with us. We play Gears of War sometimes. We play all kinds of games. So it's all a big circle that we talk to our fans through.
Right. All right. Well, this is gonna be the end of the commentary. We're gonna have more of these to come. We're gonna have a lot more coming to you guys. So feel free to watch our streams from Bezo, watch our YouTube videos, anything, and feel free to come to those side events. This is Fatalize, and I'm here with Fellow. We out.
See ya.